welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Nicole and I am mum to two beautiful children. I have Penelope, who is nearly 3, and Henry, who has just turned 6 months old. Oh, and you're very excited, aren't you? You're a little wiggler. Is that funny seeing you on yourself on that camera? So because Henry turned 6 months old, I thought I would do a quick update because I've not actually done an update video, and before I had him I said that I would, but I've just never really found the time to get round to it when it's been each month. So I thought this month we would make the effort and do an update, wouldn't we, Henry? Yeah. So I'll give you a little bit of background. Henry was born on the 3rd of November 2017. He weighed 8.7 £, and he was induced because I was 13 days overdue when he was born. When Henry was born, he was really poorly, so we had to stay in hospital. He was in special care. He had to have a lot of tests done, lots of medication, but we only stayed in a week and was able to come home. Luckily, he was all better. The medication worked. You're a little wriggler, aren't you? Little wriggler. The medication worked perfectly and he was able to come home. Since Henry was born, I don't know if it's because he was a winter baby or because he's got an older sibling, that he's always picking up bugs and things like that, and he's constantly got colds. He's had numerous chest infections, so I don't know whether it's just that he's a poorly child that would pick those up or whether it's because of those other things. So he is at the minute on antibiotics for another chest infection. I don't know if you can hear when he's breathing, he's very rattly at the moment. I'm going to put him down because he's very fidgety. We had Henry weighed this week and he now weighs 15 pounds and 1 ounce, so he's still a little tiny baby. I don't want him to grow up. He's growing up too quick. It just seems to fly by. I don't know if it's because he is my second. It seems to be going a lot quicker. So in regards to sleeping, Henry is quite a good sleeper at night time. He goes to bed usually around 7:30ish. We're not really strict on the bedtime. It's usually between 7 and 8, and Penelope will be the same time, and he will sleep through until around 7 AM, some give or take. Never really earlier than 6 and not normally later than 8, so it's usually around the 7 AM mark. He then will have 2 or 3 naps during the day. Some days this differs depending on the length of the nap. So usually, like I said, he'll get up around 7, then around 9 AM he will have a nap, and then you usually have around an hour to an hour and a half for that nap, and then he'll be awake for a couple of hours, and usually around 2 PM he will have another nap, and this one is usually either a 1 to 2 hour nap. But again, if he's woken up in those naps, because unfortunately with the dogs that we have or with Penelope, sometimes the poor thing, he does get woken up, so he will have like another quick nap, probably about 20 to 30 minutes around 5, half 5ish. If he doesn't get woken up, then he will be fine with just the 2 naps, but if he does, then he tends to have that extra nap, and sometimes he'll fall asleep. If I go in the car somewhere, he'll fall asleep whilst we're travelling. Babies always seem to do that. Even Penelope still, sometimes when I've got her in the car, she'll still fall asleep. He's quite good at sleeping. The only thing is I was getting him to nap in his cot, and he was doing really well. He was going down for his naps in his cot, but then all of a sudden he was getting really hysterical. He's perfectly fine at night. I'll put him in his sleeping bag at night and he'll go down, not a problem. Sometimes he whinges for 5 minutes, but nothing major. We know that he's going to settle. But these nap time ones, he was getting himself so hysterical, and I tried to do controlled crying and everything, and he just was not having anything. He was getting himself in such a state that I started putting him in his pram for his nap times, and he would fall asleep like that. Like, because whenever we go out in his pram, he'll fall asleep, not a problem. He doesn't fuss, he doesn't fight it, and he will have a nice nap in his pram if we're out and about. So this one day he was having like the world's biggest fit about going to sleep in his cot, so I thought, do you know what, let's go for a walk. And I put him in the pram and straight away he went to sleep. So then I started bringing the pram in at nap times and putting him in his pram, and he falls asleep straight away, and it works. It's not ideal because we always have to faff about with the pram, but it's what works for us, and it's what works for him. It's what he likes, and it gets him to sleep and nap during the day, so I'm gonna do it. You just do whatever you can to get them to nap during the day. And like I said, he still goes down nap fine at night. I really don't get what the deal is. He loves going in his bed at night time. Sometimes he will like cry to go to bed, and as soon as you put him in his bed, it's like he relaxes when he's really tired at night. So yeah, he's a really good sleeper at night time. So that is our sleeping routine. In regards to feeding, Henry is a bottle fed baby. I didn't breastfeed Henry because I tried to breastfeed Penelope and I really struggled. I got myself so worked up and stressed about it that when Henry was in the hospital and he was really poorly and I became poorly, I had an infection, I was just too ill and I just didn't want that extra stress. I just wanted to focus on getting healthy and looking after Henry when he was poorly in the hospital, because I was by myself in the hospital. The midwives were too busy to help, like me specifically, so, and Kieran weren't allowed to be there all the time to help me, so I just thought it was too stressful. I'm just going to bottle feed him straight off the bat. I didn't want that added stress. And he's taken to his formula fine. It's never given him any like upset tummies or anything like that. We give him SMA and he has 6 ounces. Usually he has the first bottle as soon as he wakes up. He'll want his bottle, he'll be starving for it, and then it's usually every 3 to 4 hours throughout the day. He usually has around 5 bottles. Some of them he'll polish off really fast, some of them he won't want the last bits of, and then I will use the remaining bits of formula in his food prep for his meals, because now he's 6 months old, we are starting to wean him. So I've already started making some meals. I don't know if you've seen my weaning prep video, I'll link it below. I got all the bits and bats ready for weaning. I got the Annabelle Carmel app to get some recipes. Already made a few recipes ready for weaning him, and he's started this week having bits and bobs of things. But today actually he's had like a full Mamia fruit pot for his breakfast. He's had a full portion of the peas, broccoli and sweet potato puree that I made him, and he's polished the whole thing off. So I'm just about to give him his evening meal, so I'll see how he does on that. But I think he's definitely ready now for his weaning, and I'm hoping that it all goes to plan and that I can keep on doing like different recipes. I've been looking at other mums on Instagram and on YouTube to get some inspiration on like what to feed him, because sometimes you do get stuck in a rut. You end up buying the same things at the supermarket, and I don't want it to get like that. I want to keep being adventurous and trying new things. He's tried, oh yeah, he's tried a bit of avocado and he likes that. He's tried bananas already and he likes them. So I'm just trying to be as adventurous as I can be with his food. Don't come back up. He has been a bit of a restless, whingy baby since he had his last injections, which was about 4.5 months old. He's just not been settling. He's just not been himself. And I don't know whether that is, well, I don't know whether that is because he's at that age where they're teething, they're frustrated because they want to get moving. But yeah, he's just been, for the last 6 weeks, he's had really bad days. We've had really good days. Oh, that's his bad. Oh dear, look at his little bald patch, bless him. Yeah, he's had really bad days with the crying, and then we've had some really amazing days as well in that 6 weeks. But I'm hoping that like once he's finished these antibiotics that he will be on the right track to being better, and the crying days will be behind us. And he is sitting up. He was sitting up from about 3 or 4 weeks ago. He started sitting up, and he's been rolling over for a while now. He was about 3.5 months when he rolled over. He was really fast with that, a lot quicker than Penelope was with the rolling over, because she hated tummy time but Henry loved tummy time. Recently he's been getting really frustrated when he goes on his tummy because he wants to get going and he can't. But today, we've had quite a bit happen today, haven't we, Henry? We've had quite a bit happen today. Today he actually pushed himself backwards. If you follow me on Instagram and you watch my stories, you'll have seen that he moved himself around the room, and he did get himself like quite far on the mat that we have. He moved himself from one side to the complete other side, but going backwards. So I've got a little mover. He's a little mover already, aren't you? Yes, you are. We don't have any teeth as of yet, but I do think he is teething because he's always like chewing on things. He's had some crying days where his cheeks are really flushed, and he's had like funny nappies, you know how it goes when they're teething and they're proper drooling and they get red cheeks. But we absolutely love our gummy glove for that. If you've seen my like essential baby items, or I think it was what was in my changing bag actually, what's in my changing bag video, the gummy glove is just amazing product, and he puts it on his hand and he'll just chew on that. He loves that for his teeth, so that is a really good thing. And also he has this dummy clip from a company on Instagram called Teething Gems. I've got a teether from them as well, but this dummy clip actually is made of the same material, and he loves chewing on this, so that's really handy to have. He does have a dummy. He loves his dummy. I was hoping not to give him a dummy, but he really loves it, so he has a dummy. It's the way things go, isn't it, Henry? It's just, you're a little wriggler. You're wriggly. You're getting very heavy for mummy now, aren't you? We took off the carry cot of the pram and changed it to like the buggy sat style now because he's getting big. Oh, are you tired? Oh, you're very tired. Are we keeping you up? Oh dear. He's a grabby baby. He loves to pull the hairs. Ouch. He loves to pull hairs. You're a little monkey, aren't you? He loves to sing songs. He absolutely loves it when I sing to him. He will shut up like that if I sing to him. We sing Baby Mine from Dumbo. He absolutely loves that song. And he loves to sing songs with like actions. So we do Wind the Bobbin Up, don't we? We do clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. Clever boy! You can clap your hands. He loves that. Should we do it again? Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. That's it. He loves doing that, and he loves when anything we sing, and then he absolutely is obsessed with Penelope. He loves watching her play, he loves playing with her, he loves sitting with her, he loves it when she sings to him. He's just obsessed with her, like he loves her more than anyone else in the whole world. I'm telling you, it's just so cute to see their bond, and she has been amazing. Any mum that has one child that's having a second will know they always worry how the older one is going to take to the new baby, and she has just been amazing with him. She loves him so much. She's always trying to like mother him and help out. She's not been jealous one bit. It's just been fantastic. She's just, it's like he's always been here with her, and it's never been an issue. There's never been any jealousy. Sometimes I feel bad if I'm like saying, oh, Henry's crying, I just have to sort him out. I have felt really guilty lately with that, but I try and then give her a lot of attention as well, so she never ever feels left out. We've always included her. We've always made a fuss over her as well, so that she's not feeling left out, because I've seen where other people have like sort of pushed the, maybe not intentionally, but just the way that sometimes they'll say, oh, just in a minute, and then they never come round to the older child. So we always try and make sure that we make enough time for her as well. Yeah, you're such a wriggler. You get in my face. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, this is what happens on a daily basis, isn't it? He loves his bath time. If you've seen my if you've seen my evening routine video, it is still pretty much the same, except Henry sits in with Penelope now for story time. And we still have bath time, and he loves the bath time. We're trying to sit him up more now in the bath. He still does topple over a little bit, so we have to make sure we're holding on to him, but he doesn't like to lie down in his little lie downy thing in the bath anymore, his little bath insert. He likes to be up and nosing around and looking around, don't you? Yeah. And I think that's pretty much everything. I don't think there's anything much more that I can update you all on. Everything else is great, isn't it, Henry? And if you follow me on Instagram, like I said, I always Insta story. I try and daily vlog as much as I can on there, because I just find that more convenient to daily vlog on there than doing daily vlogs on here all the time. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll link my profile below so you can follow me on there, and like I said, I do daily vlogs on there on the Insta stories, so you can always catch up with what we're up to, because I film like what I'm doing, what the kids are doing, etc. On a daily basis. Oh dear, it's so bad, and he's had that for 6 weeks and the doctor's just not done anything. I know. We'll get you better, won't we? So we are going to go now, because he's going to want his bottle, aren't you? And then it's bath time, ready for bed. So thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next one.